What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new live stream. Hope everyone had a good weekend. It's having a good week so far. And we are back with NFL Week 2 review, Week 3 predictions. We also have a lot of news to talk about. So let's get into it. What's good, Finn? How you doing? But we'll get right into the Week 2 games. Let me share my screen. What's up, Ben? How you doing? All right, starting off with Thursday Night Football. The Green Bay Packers dismantle the Washington. And yeah, Packers were in control of this game pretty much the whole time. The Commanders absolutely horrific. I mean, I had to say it, but Marshawn Lattimore is washed. Like, he was getting burned like left and right. It was not good, man. That Commanders defense is not very good. Just so many old players. Obviously, former Patriot Dietrich Wise went down with a season-ending injury. So his season's done, which, sucks, but it is what it is. But, man, that Commanders defense is just not that good. There's so many old players. Lattimore, Von Miller, Bobby Wagner, they're like, this were like 5 to 10 years ago, this would be great. But, we're in 2025, not 2015. So, it's unfortunate. But Jaden Daniels threw the ball 42 times, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Austin Eckler, he got injured. His season is done, so they have no running back now. 8 carries for 17 yards. They all had 17 rushing yards. Holy crap. Zach Ertz, 6 catches for 64 yards and a touchdown. Led them in receiving. Terry McLaurin has been pretty quiet since he got that extension. So hopefully he can pick it up soon. Debo, 7 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown. He's actually been playing very nice for Washington. As at the defense, just not very good. Jacob Martin had half a sack, and Von Miller. And then Debo had a nice kick return. But yeah, the Packers they look legit. They look very good. Jordan Love, 19 of 31, 292 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Josh Jacobs, 23 carries for 84 yards and a touchdown. Nice game out of him. Tucker Kraft is having a nice season so far. 6 catches for 124 yards and a touchdown. He was cooking in this game. Matthew Golden, pretty disappointing, but he's a rookie. So you just got to be patient with him. But yeah, this Packers team is legit. Their defense is really good, especially, with Micah Parsons being there now. Really elevates that pass rush. He had half a sack. The defense played well. So yeah, Packers are now 2-0, first in the NFC North. So yeah, they look very good. Definitely my Super Bowl pick for the NFC. Green Bay looks really good. I agree. Random question. You still watch Cobra Kai YouTubers after the show? Well, I obviously still do network with Cobra Kai Karate. And I do still watch The Chosen One. But I haven't really seen much from Cobra Kai YouTubers. Like, I haven't seen that much from Strike First Media. I know he does a Spider-Man podcast with RJ, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't really seen much though, to be honest. But hopefully that answers your question. But next we got the Giants versus the Cowboys. Now, make sure you guys go on our Sportsville channel and watch Noah's reaction because my goodness, it was heartbreaking. But Giants definitely had multiple chances to win this game. I mean, they started off the game strong. They were, they were leading 13-3 at one point. Then obviously, kind of just a back and forth. Russ had a good game. 450 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Shows you how bad the Cowboys defense is without Micah. Like, my goodness. Cam Scatterbo looks really good. 11 carries for 45 yards and a touchdown. Malik Neighbors, my goodness, he was cooking. He had 9 catches, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. Wan'Dale Robinson, holy moly. 8 catches for 142 yards and a touchdown. And then Darius Slayton had a solid game. Theo Johnson, solid tight end. Andrew Phillips with the interception. But yeah, this is a really good game. And the Giants were so close. But Ross gives them the lead in overtime, but then Dak gets him into field goal range. Brendan Aubrey makes the game-winning kick, and the Giants fall 0-2. Very disappointing. So rough game for Giants fans. Dak Prescott threw the ball 52 times, 361 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Javonte Williams had a solid game, 18 carries for 97 yards and a touchdown. And Miles Sanders had a touchdown as well. CeeDee Lamb, much better game, 9 catches for 112 yards, no touchdowns though. And then George Pickens, 5 catches for 68 yards and a touchdown. Devontae Turpin had one as well. And yeah, this Kyer Elam dude is really bad. But yeah. Kenny Clark with a sack. Donovan Wilson had an interception. And obviously Turpin with the pick returns. Aubrey was 4 of 4 from field goal range, scored 16 points out of the 40 from Dallas. Yeah, it's one of the best games of the week. Very entertaining. And oh boy, let me just check the chat before I go into this one, because this is Ben's team here. Hey, what's up, Tristan? Even though we won, it didn't feel like we won. Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from. But the Seahawks get their first win of the season, and they beat the Steelers. Yeah. Sam Darnold, 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Not great, but not bad either. Kenneth Walker, 13 carries, 405 rushing yards, and a touchdown. JSN led them in receiving yards with 103 yards. Cooper Kupp, 7 catches for 90 yards. Torrey Horton, I think he's from Colorado, I think. Had a touchdown. Then this AJ Barner guy had a touchdown. Then the defense played well. There is Kobe Bryant had an interception. There was a brain fart on the Steelers' special teams that pretty much iced the game for the Seahawks. Aaron Rodgers, 18 of 33, 203 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Not good. Jaylen Warren, 14 carries, 48 yards. And then he also led them in yards, which is not great. DK Metcalf, 3 catches for 20 yards and a touchdown. Not a great game from him. And then the defense just doesn't look that good, which is very concerning. But Peyton Wilson with a sack, Jack Sawyer with a sack. Jalen Ramsey with an interception. Nick Herbig with an interception. I don't think Peppers has played yet. And then Chris Boswell, probably the best kicker in football. The Seahawks beat the Steelers. So we're on to the Rams versus the Titans. This is the home opener for Tennessee. Cam Ward plays his first home game. Cam Ward, 19 of 33, 170 yards at a touchdown. Cam Ward is very good. It's just the team around him is terrible. Pollard, 20 carries, 92 yards. Calvin Ridley led them in receiving yards, 3 catches for 57. Alec Ayomanor with a touchdown. So, yeah, Cam Ward has his first career touchdown in this game. And then the defense is okay. But, yeah, they lose to the Rams here. The Rams are very good. Stafford, 23-33, 298 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Kyron Williams, 17 carries for 66 yards. Puka with a rushing touchdown as well, along with Blake Corum. Devontae Adams led them in receiving yards and also had a touchdown. And the Rams defense is very good. 2 sacks for Byron Young, a sack for Kobe Turner, a sack for Josiah Stewart. The Rams defense is very good, especially the pass rush. As long as they stay healthy, they should be able to win the division because the division's wide open because the Niners are so banged up. Seahawks are not that good. Cardinals have been solid. But next we have the Bills blowing out the Jets. What else is new? Josh Allen got punched in the face apparently, and then so he had to come out for a bit, but got back in there. 148 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. James Cook led the way in rushing, 132 yards, 21 carries, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen goes 6 carries for 59 yards. And Josh Palmer led them in the receiving game. So no receiving touchdowns. And then their defense played well. A sack from Cole Bishop, sack from Joey Bosa and Daquan Jones. And I don't see any interceptions here. I believe Justin Fields got a concussion in this game as well. But Bills start off 2-0. Justin Fields was 3 of 11, 27 yards. Not a good game. He did get injured, though. So I believe he's in concussion protocol. 5 carries for 49 yards, led the team in rushing. And Taylor the Savior came in, 7 of 11, 56 yards and a touchdown. Then Garrett Wilson, 5 catches for 50 yards, led the team in receiving. It's not even remotely close. And then defense was a sack from Jawan Briggs. That's pretty much it. The Jets are still bad. What can I say? Okay, then my Patriots. 2 things. Number 1, first win at Miami since 2019. Antonio Brown was in a Patriots uniform. Number 2, first time they've scored 30 points in a regular season game since 2022. So about damn time this offense scores 30. Not a pretty win, but it's a win nonetheless. Drake May, for once, had a clean game. 19 of 23, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he had a rushing touchdown as well. 10 carries for 31 yards. Ramondre Stevenson had a good game. 11 carries for 54 yards, and he led the team in receiving yards, 5 catches for 88 yards. Kayshon Boutte, who's on pace for a breakout year, 1 catch for 16 yards. He gets his first touchdown of the year. Mac Hollins got his first touchdown as a Patriot. And the defense, my goodness, the defense was horrendous. I mean, just giving up big plays after big plays after big plays. We did get some sacks in there. Milton Williams ices the game with a sack after that touchdown gets called back because his foot was out of bounds. So they go for it on 4th down. Tua holds the ball too long. Milton Williams ices the game with a sack. Robert Spillane was not very good in this game. Like, he cannot tackle to save his life. Like, holy moly. Alex Austin was getting burned left and right. This defense needs to get better. It's not good. Andy Borregales, oh my God, holy crap. Where do I even start? He missed 2 extra points. Keep in mind, this guy was drafted out of Miami, so you think he would be fine with, the weather in this game. But no, missed 2 extra points. Like, really? But he did make 2 field goals. Can't give up on him early because we did that with Chad Ryland, and he balled out for the Cardinals. So you kind of just have to be patient with him and hope he gets better at some point. But we picked him over John Parker Romo, and he hasn't missed a kick for the Falcons. So that's not looking too good. Tua did throw more yards than Drake May, but less completion rate. He had an interception. A-Chain, 11 carries for 30 yards. Tyreek Hill, 6 catches for 109 yards. Solid game from him. And 5 catches, 68 yards for Waddle and a touchdown. And their defense was not that great. So they fall 0-2. Patriots get their first one of the year. Not a pretty win, but I'll take the win. Just hope Drake May can stay consistent. But move on to the Jaguars and the Bengals. This is a rough one for both teams. So Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence, 24 of 42, 271 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Travis Etienne led the way in rushing yards. And then receiving, Parker Washington, 5 catches for 76 yards. Brian Thomas, not the best game. Travis Hunter, 3 catches for 22 yards. Whoever this guy had a touchdown. Travis Etienne with a touchdown. And then Dwayne Brown with a touchdown. And the defense is just not that good. They did have 3 interceptions, which is good. But Jags had this game in the bag, and they blew it, man. Joe Burrow, 7 of 13, 76 yards and a touchdown. Unfortunately, he went down with an injury, and he's going to be undergoing surgery, and he's going to be out until December. Bengals can't catch a break. They are 2-0, which is never thought I'd say that, but Jake Browning, 241 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. You cannot ride out the next 3 months with Jake Browning. I'm sorry. Go get famous Jameis. Go get Kirk Cousins. Go get Shedeur Sanders. Just get somebody, because this is not going to work. Chase Browning, 16 carries for 47 yards. Jamar Chase, 14 catches for 165 yards and a touchdown. T. Higgins, 3 catches for 56 yards and a touchdown. And Noah Fant had a solid game. And their defense still isn't great. You had an interception from Daxton Hill. Then Jordan Battle had the other one. Shamar Stewart, I believe he got injured in this game, which is unfortunate. But no sacks from him, but he had a tackle, though. Rough game for both teams. Then the 49ers go 2-0 to beat the Saints. Kyle Shanahan living out his dream with Mac Jones. Mac Jones, 26 of 39, 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. Best game in a while. Obviously playing the Saints, so didn't really say too much, but still good to see him have a good game. McCaffrey, 13 carries for 55 yards. Receiving, Juwan Jennings led the way in receiving yards. No idea when Brandon Ayuk's going to be back, but he had a touchdown, and McCaffrey had a touchdown, and Luke Farrell had a touchdown. And the defense, this team is very banged up, but we had a sack from Nick Bosa and Bryce Huff. And then we look at the Saints. Spencer Rattler, 207 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. Kamara, 21 carries, 99 yards. Chris Olave, who's always injured, 6 catches for 54 yards. Rashid Shaheed, 4 catches for 52 yards and a touchdown. Juwan Johnson with a touchdown as well, and whoever this guy is. And Demario Davis still got it, despite his age. A sack from Chris Rumpf, 2 sacks from Carl Granderson. But yeah, still think the Saints will get the first pick. And the Ravens bounce back against the Browns. 41-17. Joe Flacco returns to Baltimore. 25 of 45, 199 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Dylan Gabriel got some playing time. 19 yards and a touchdown. Quinshon Judkins, 10 carries for 61 yards. And then, of course, Jerry Jeudy led them in receiving. Cedric Tillman and Dylan Sampson with a touchdown. Then the defense still solid, but not enough to stop the Ravens. A sack from Devin Bush, sack and a half for Myles Garrett. Then you go to the Ravens. Lamar, 19 of 29, 225 yards, 4 touchdown passes. Derrick Henry, 11 carries for 23 yards. Zay Flowers, 7 catches for 75 yards. Tez Walker, Drake May's former teammate from North Carolina, with 2 touchdowns. Tylan Wallace with a touchdown, and D-Hop with a touchdown. Love to see it. And then the defense was solid enough. Malachi Starks, 4 tackles, 3 assists. Tavius Robinson with a sack. Nate Wiggins with an interception. Evan's favorite player. Matabuke with a sack. But yeah, good bounce back win for the Ravens. And then, oh boy, this game was absurd. The Colts get revenge on the Broncos for last season. This is a crazy game. That's not what I asked for. But anyway, Bo Nix, still not great. Now, it did start off slow last year, so it could just be the same thing here. 206 yards, 3 touchdowns, but an interception. J.K. Dobbins led the way in rushing yards with a rushing touchdown. Troy Franklin led the way in receiving yards with a touchdown, along with Marvin Mims. Cortland Sutton only had 1 catch for 6 yards. They might need another receiver. Patrick Surtain, solid game. The Broncos' defense is still good. Just might not be as dominant as last year. But yeah, a rough game for the Broncos. The Colts, Daniel Jones, 316 passing yards and a touchdown. Keeps this up, he might win comeback player of the year. He might. I mean, maybe it was the Giants who were the problem the whole time. I don't know what it is with Giants players leaving and just balling out somewhere else. I generally don't get it. Like, obviously, can't really use Saquon because we knew Saquon was good. It just he got injured a lot. So obviously, we got to see what he's actually capable of in Philly. Daniel Jones is doing it here. And then there's one other. Oh, yeah, Xavier McKinney for the Packers. 25 carries for 165 yards for Jonathan Taylor. Tyler Warren led the way in receiving yards, and it was Jonathan Taylor with a touchdown. Yeah, Colts might be better than what we all thought. The division's wide open, so I know it's early, but they could win the division. It's very possible. Just judging by the way they look and judging by the way the Texans look, given how bad the Texans' O-line is. Okay, and then the Cardinals get revenge on the Panthers for last year. The Panthers took them out of the playoffs last year. But yeah, this is a rough game early on. So the final score is kind of lying to you in a way. But yeah, this is a rough game for Carolina. It was like 10 plus 10. It was like 20-3 at halftime. Then it was 27-9. And then Arizona then scored all in the fourth, and then Carolina got back into it. But too little, too late. Kyler Murray, 220 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He's been playing solid. 11 carries for 34 yards and a touchdown. James Conner. Trey McBride led the way in receiving yards. Marvin Harrison, 2 catches for 27 yards. And then defense played all. Josh Sweat, 3 tackles with a sack. Baron Browning with an interception. Cardinals defense is pretty good. They could win the division. They could. Bryce Young threw the ball 50 times, 328 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Chuba Hubbard, 10 carries for 38 yards. T-Mac, 6 catches for 100 yards, 2 touchdowns from Hunter Renfrow. Then the defense is still bad, like really, really bad. DJ Wonnum with an interception. Yeah, they need to prioritize the defense because holy moly. Cardinal 2-0. Okay, then Super Bowl rematch. Oh boy. Well, the Chiefs completed a 3-peat, all right. A lot of people are not happy about this game, except me. But Eagles beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead. Jalen Hurts, 15 of 22, 101 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. Kind of got into it with Chris Jones at the end. Saquon, 22 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown. Jalen Hurts also with a rushing touchdown, probably a tush push. Devontae Smith led the way in receiving yards. A.J. Brown, 5 targets. Or no, this is catches, not targets. What am I saying? 5 catches for 27 yards, 0 touchdowns. If they continue to not target him, he might want out of there. Just saying. And the defense was solid. Andrew Mukuba, I don't even know how to say that. Had an interception. Rookie out of Texas. Eagles go 2-0 as defending champs. All right, and then the Chiefs, Mahomes, 16 of 29, 187 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Did not have a great game. 7 carries for 66 yards and a rushing touchdown. Old man Travis Kelce leading them in receiving yards. Tyquan Thornton, who couldn't even cut it on the Patriots. 2 catches for 59 yards and a touchdown. And Hollywood Brown, 5 catches for 30 yards. Obviously, they're missing their 2 best receivers in Rashee Rice with a suspension and Xavier Worthy with a shoulder injury. Then the defense just doesn't look that good, man. They just look old and slow. The Chiefs, it's not looking good. 0-2 start. Love to see it. Okay, this one pissed me off. The Vikings lay an egg against the Falcons. They made the Falcons defense look good. And I don't think either quarterback played that great. Michael Penix, 13 of 21, 135 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. Bijan obviously led the way in rushing yards, 22 carries, 143 yards. Drake London, 3 catches for 49 yards. Kyle Pitts, decent game. And then the defense just did not look that good. Zach Harrison had a sack and a half. An interception from Billy Bowman, rookie safety. Xavier Watts, another rookie safety, had an interception. Jalen Walker had a sack, which is good. And James Pierce Jr. had a sack and a half. And John Parker-Romo, 5 of 5 from field goal range. Then the Vikings, J.J. McCarthy, rough game. 11 of 21, 158 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Fumbled the ball 3 times and lost one of them. So he's still very young. So Vikings are just going to have to be patient with him. He did suffer an ankle injury, so he's going to be out until at least week 7. So they might just give him a breather. They're going to have Carson Wentz come in and see what he can do. Jordan Mason, 9 carries for 30 yards. Justin Jefferson, 3 catches for 81 yards. But man, I'm disappointed with the Vikings performance. It should be a lot better than this. Dallas Turner with a sack, which is good. Hopefully they use him more. Jonathan Grenard also with a sack. Kind of disappointed with the way the Vikings performed. But then we got, I do not like the doubleheader on Monday Night Football. But the Buccaneers get a game-winning rushing touchdown against the Texans. Baker Mayfield, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Bucky Irving, 17 carries for 71 yards. And then Rachaad White with the game-winning touchdown. Mike Evans, 5 catches for 56 yards. Emeka Egbuka is playing amazing. 4 catches for 29 yards and a touchdown. Could win Offensive Rookie of the Year if he keeps this up. Then the defense was okay, still not great. But the Texans, my goodness. C.J. Stroud was not great. 207 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 picks. Nick Chubb, 12 carries for 43 yards and a touchdown. Nico Collins, 3 catches for 52 yards and a touchdown. Then the defense still good. They still have a good pass rush. 2 sacks from Danielle Hunter and a sack from Will Anderson Jr. But, man, that offensive line is brutal. And then the Chargers absolutely obliterate the Raiders. You have Jim Harbaugh versus Pete Carroll. Justin Herbert. The Chargers are good, man. They are good. They are really good, man. 19 of 27, 242 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Also 9 carries for 31 yards. Marion Hampton had a solid game as well. Quentin Johnston beating out the bust allegations. 3 catches for 71 yards and a touchdown. Keenan Allen turning back the clock. 5 catches for 61 yards and a touchdown. Solid game from Ladd McConkey as well. They have a pretty solid receiver room. The defense played pretty well. A sack from Henley and an interception from Tony Jefferson. And then Dante Jackson with 1. And then Khalil Mack went down with a pretty bad injury. Hope he's okay. But the Raiders, Geno, my goodness. Where was this Geno against the Pats last week? 180 yards, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Oh my goodness. Ashton Genty, 11 carries for 43 yards. Jacoby Myers led the way in receiving yards. Brock Bowers, 5 catches for 38 yards. Dante Thornton, a catch for 20. Defense, except for Max Crosby, was not well. Even he didn't do that well. 1 tackle for assists, 0 sacks. 2 sacks from Jonah Lulu. But yeah, the Raiders' defense was not great. They just flat out got outplayed. This is the home opener for them. I don't know why they put this one on Monday Night Football. You could have put that. You could have had that on Sunday. That was a bit strange to me. But now we'll get into the to my week 3 predictions. Let's look at it. NFL playoff predictors. Caleb Johnson needs to be cut. An excusable mistake. Yeah. He was a running back I was high on in the draft, and he does not look very good. I say probably cut him and get him back on the practice squad. But yeah, rough performance from him. My goodness, he does not look very good. But we'll get into the week 2 or week 3 picks. Excuse me. But starting off with Thursday Night Football, the Buffalo Bills. Get rid of this. The Buffalo Bills will be hosting Miami Dolphins, and yeah, Bills are winning. Say like the Dolphins defense is bad, so I can see like 41 to like 13. It's gonna be bad though. It's gonna be really bad. But yeah, Bills are winning that. Especially it's in Buffalo, so the fans are gonna be crazy. Okay, this one's kind of tough for me. We got the Vikings versus the Bengals. Both will be without their starting quarterbacks. So are the Bengals going to go make a trade for a quarterback or not? This could be a low-scoring game, but I am going to take the Vikings. I just think their defense is better. So I was going to take the Vikings anyway because I think their defense is a lot better than Bengals defense, but kind of a rough game for me, but it could be low scoring. Then we got the Bucks versus the Jets. Bucks should win this easily. Probably like 27 to 13. Go with that. Then we got the Commanders versus the Raiders. I'm going to go with the Commanders. Probably like 24. Could be close, like 24 to 17 or something like that. All right, then you got Green Bay versus Cleveland. Green Bay should win easily. 31-9. All right, and then playoff rematch. We got the Eagles versus the Rams. I'm going to go with the Eagles. I think it'll be a close game, though. Probably like Rams defense is really good. Then we got Panthers Falcons. I'm actually going to go the Panthers for the upset. It's the home opener for them. It's a division game. So I think this can actually be a very good game. I don't think either defense is that good. So say Panthers win like 23-20, something like that. Might be higher than that, but then Seahawks should be able to beat the Saints. All right, then I'm going to take the Cardinals over the 49ers. 49ers are so banged up right now, and Cardinals actually have a solid defense. So say 30-24. And then we got the Bears versus the Cowboys. I'm taking the Bears. The Bears can beat the Cowboys. I think so anyway. Cowboys defense is not that good. I'm sorry. All right, and then we have the Titans versus the Colts. I could see the Titans getting their first win here, but I'm going to go with the Colts. They go 3-0. Say like 21 to 17. Then I'm actually going to go the Jaguars over the Texans. I think it'll be a close game, but I'm going to I could see it going either way, but I'm going to take the Jaguars over the Texans. That Texans O-line is not very good. The Jaguars have a lot of offensive weapons. See Travis Hunter versus Nico Collins, and then Travis Hunter versus Derek Stingley. So that'd be interesting. But I think this is a winnable game for the Jaguars. And then we got the Chargers versus the Broncos. I'm going to take the Chargers. They just look like the better team so far. Probably like 25, 22. All right, and then Patriots going up against Steelers. Patriots are wearing their throwback red uniforms. Assuming Christian Gonzalez isn't playing again, I am going to pick the Steelers because I just don't know how you're going to beat them with DK just burning you out. And that secondary scares me, especially with Bro Peppers. So I just hope Drake May plays a clean game. But I have a feeling he's going to throw at least one interception because that secondary is loaded. If Gonzalez was playing, maybe I'd consider taking the Patriots, but I just don't. If Gonzo's not playing, I don't know how you're going to beat them when DK is burning you left and right. Are you going to put Carlton Davis on him for the size, or are you going to put Marcus Jones on him for the speed? I don't know. Hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. Then we got Sunday Night Football at MetLife Stadium. We got the Chiefs and the Giants. Sorry, Chiefs are not going 0-3. It's just not going to happen. I think Giants will make it close. But I just don't see Mahomes and the Chiefs going 0-3. I just don't see it. And then Monday Night Football, the Baltimore Ravens hosting Detroit Lions. I'm going the Ravens. We saw what happened we also happened the last time the Ravens played the Lions. It was not pretty. So we'll go like 33-19. Yeah, those are my week 2 predictions. Could change some of them as the week goes on, depending on injuries and stuff like that. But those will be my picks for now. Well, let me just check this chat. Don't even know why he was returning kicks. He was going to be the example for every special teams coach in the league now. Yeah, I don't even know what I was seeing. Steelers, yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers will have a bounce back game, and it might be his last game at Gillette, so he's got to go out with a bang. Because the last time he was at Gillette was not pretty. But yeah. I mean, even if Gonzalez plays, I can still see the Steelers winning. Because, a lot of people are criticizing the Steelers defense. Our defense is not that good either. I mean, we've made Geno and Tua look elite, which is not good. Get into some news around the league. When you go to the NFL page, there's also some NBA news I want to bring up as well. And I do want to do a quick mock draft too, because I haven't done one of those in a while. Oh, look at that. Paige Buchers for the Dallas Wings is your rookie of the year for the WNBA. So congrats to her. Probably said her name wrong, but oh well. So go to the NFL page. Okay, Aaron Jones has been placed on injured reserve. So I'll be out for like at least 4 weeks, I think it is. Not really. Top 5 in passing yards. So Russell Wilson is now number 1. Daniel Jones number 2. Justin Herbert's number 3. Jared Goff's number 4, and Dak Prescott is at 5. Now, do they post anything else? No, I don't see it. And those teams are undefeated. All right, and this is unfortunate. Joe Burrow has been placed on IR. So he's going to be out until at least December, which is unfortunate. They go through the division standings. Obviously, the Bills lead the East with the Pats in second, and then Dolphins and Jets 0-2. Then the West Chargers are winning that. Chiefs are 0-2. That's funny. Then Bengals are 2-0. Ravens and Steelers 1-1, and then Browns 0-2. Colts lead the South 2-0. Jags 1-1, and then Texans and Titans 0-2. And then Packers 2-0. Vikings and Lions 1-1, and then Bears 0-2. The East, Eagles lead it 2-0. Giants 0-2, and then Commanders, Cowboys 1-1. Bucks 2-0, Falcons 1-1, and then both Carolina and New Orleans are 0-2. And Cardinals and 49ers are tied. Oh, no, there's a three-way tie, actually, in the West. And then the Seahawks are 1-1. And then Kalijah Cansey is out for the season for the Buccaneers. Huge loss for their defense. He tore his pec. Okay, that's not good. Okay. Let's look through other news. Okay. JJ McCarthy is expected to miss week 3, which is unfortunate, but he'll be back at some point. And then, oh boy, Cowboys O-line takes another hit. BB expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks, man, with a high ankle sprain. All right, and then Burrow is expected to miss at least 3 months minimum. Suffered a grade 3 turf toe. Yeah, turf toe is no joke. I think that's it for all the injuries and stuff. Yeah, Cowboys signed Jadeveon Clowney as well. I think I might get the black and green Celtics jerseys. Yeah, those are cool. All right, so a couple things for basketball. Lakers and Heat engaged for Andrew Wiggins. I think I'm out of that. Noah's team, the Timberwolves, have agreed to a deal with Bones Highland. Used to play for the Nuggets, and he actually looked very good. Then they just traded him to the Clippers out of nowhere, which is very weird. Okay, no one gives a crap about Angel Reese. All right, just relax. Just trying to find. Did they not post the Malcolm Brogdon stuff? Yeah, Josh Giddey got his deal, so that dilemma's done. Ben Simmons rejected the contract from the Knicks. Yeah, I'm not seeing it here. Also, I scrolled over it on accident. Yeah, so far I'm not seeing it. And Thomas Sorber is out for the year. Another Thunder rookie gets injured. And then Cam Thomas finally got, or not his deal, he got a qualifying offer. So he'll be an unrestricted free agent next summer. So yeah, I'm not finding it here for whatever reason. All right, so there it is. The Knicks sign Malcolm Brogdon to a 1-year minimum deal. Obviously, he won Rookie of the Year with the Bucks in 2016-17, and he won Sixth Man of the Year for the Celtics a couple years ago. So it's a solid player. And then the Hawks traded Kobe Buffkin to the Nets for like financial purposes. So it's really not much. NBA offseason's so dead right now. It's not even funny. And then we'll go to this like film page. So Fantastic Four will release on digital September 23rd. So it's not that far away. Avengers Doomsday will probably wrap filming this week. Matt Reeves says Batman Part 2 will take Batman in an unexpected direction. Okay. James Gunn confirms Man of Tomorrow will also be a movie about Lex Luthor. Oh, okay. Man of Tomorrow will begin filming in April 2026. I didn't even know they're doing a Jumanji 3. Holy moly. Dwayne Johnson confirmed Jumanji 3 will officially begin filming this November. Kevin Hart, Karen Gillan, and Jack Black will all reprise their roles. Thought the first two are all right. Obviously, I love the original with Robin Williams, but thought the newer ones were okay, I guess. Tom Holland says he reads online comments to understand how to play a good Spider-Man. The Batman Part 2 and Superman of Tomorrow will both release in 2027. Oh boy. 2027 looking like a big year for movies. Okay, why are we doing a Clayface movie? That doesn't make sense. Okay, and then Ice Age will be coming out in 2027, same year as Shrek 5, so that's interesting. And caught up on the film stuff. All right, so we'll do a mock draft and then um, that'll be it for this stream. All right. We'll finish off with the mock draft. Now, the order, I did it kind of like how I think it'll look. And if anyone says anything, no, Arch Manning's not going to be eligible because I don't think he's going to really. I don't think he's going to declare. But Saints with the first pick, they need a quarterback. So I'm going to go Garrett Nussmeier since he's already in Louisiana. I know him going the first pick is kind of wild, but Saints need a quarterback really badly. So that's who I have them going. Then the Browns, I think it's possible they go quarterback as well because apparently Shador is like the third string. Third string quarterback, which I think is a bit ridiculous. So they could go quarterback here, and they have 2 first-round picks. So we'll go Cade Klubnik here. We'll see if he, how well he does. And then, I know 3 quarterbacks in the top 3. When's the last time that happened? 2 years ago. Lenora Sellers, I think he's going to be really good. Okay, that's not what I clicked on. What the hell? Lenora Sellers, I think he's going to be pretty good by the time the year's over. And the Dolphins, they need secondary. They could go Caleb Downs here. They also need offensive line like really badly. They also need secondary as well. Probably go Jermod McCoy, corner out of Tennessee. And then the Titans need a receiver, but they could use offensive line as well. We'll go Jordan Tyson from Arizona State, I guess. Carolina, we'll go Caleb Downs. They need defense really badly. And the Giants, I'm going to go offensive line. We'll go Spencer Fano from Utah, really good offensive lineman. Dallas, obviously they need edge rusher, so we're going to go TJ Parker. I think he's going to be really good. Not Micah good, but he'll be really good. All right, and then Bears need a running back. Go Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame. And then the Raiders, they could go quarterback if they want to, but I think they kind of hold off there. They could also go offensive line if they want to. So we'll go Caden Proctor. There's a lot of good tackles in this class from Alabama. Seahawks is interesting. Go defensive line. Probably go tight end here. Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon. And then the 49ers can use some pass rush or some secondary. Defensive line. They could use a center. I don't know you take a center that high, though. So I could use some help as well. I'll go edge and Ruben Bain here. Bengals need to commit to the defense. Probably should think about O-line with the Burrow injury, but I think they should focus on the defense. Peter Woods, too good to pass up. All right, and then the Browns, this is their other pick. They went quarterback. Could go O-line. Actually, they need another receiver. They don't have a lot of depth behind Jerry Jeudy. All right, the Rams, they get this pick from Atlanta. We're having to go Drew Aller. They need a quarterback to learn under Stafford. All right, then my Patriots, yes, I think they'll be this low. They need a right tackle. We'll go Francis Mauigoa. Perfect. Continue to build the offensive line. All right, Texans also need O-line. Say probably go Austin Barber from Florida. All right, Commanders, they need secondary because that secondary is old. They're going to use an edge rusher as well. Actually, we'll go edge rusher here. Keldrick Folk from Auburn, he's pretty good. All right, the Steelers, they could draft a quarterback. They might need offensive line, though. Or if Cam Hayward retires, Caleb Banks could be a good pick here. All right, and then the Cardinals. Could go secondary if they wanted to. We're going to take another receiver, though. Denzel Boston. I think he's going to be really good. All right, then the Broncos need another corner or another receiver. So we'll go Avion Terrell, the brother of A.J. Terrell on the Falcons. All right, then the Colts. Imagine they get Arch Manning. That'd be funny. We're not going to do that, though. I think they're fine on offense for the most part. So they might just go BPA here and take Connor Lew here. Then the Vikings probably need secondary, probably safety. AJ Harris, Isaiah World. They don't really need receiver. Kamari Ramsey, maybe. Anthony Hill. I don't know why he's rated this low. That's kind of weird to me. Probably go AJ Harris. Probably take another corner, probably. All right, and then the Chiefs, they're interesting. Could talk me into another running back because Pacheco doesn't look that good, and obviously, what is his name? Again, I did not click that. Kareem Hunt's obviously old, so they could take another running back. Could take an edge rusher, another receiver. I'm going to go tight end, especially if Kelsey retires, Max Clare. All right, Lions need help on that defense. Could go O-line as well. We'll go LT Overton now for now. Yeah, I'm unmuted. Okay. All right, the Bucks need more defense. Could use offensive line. Don't really need another receiver. Don't need another running back. Probably go Dominique, I think his name is, defensive line. All right. Rams have another pick from the Falcons trade. They could take a tackle, especially if Harvenstein leaves or retires. Probably go Isaiah World here. Could go secondary as well, but all right. Chargers could take another receiver, especially if Kadeem Allen especially if Allen retires, could go another receiver. So we'll go Carnell Tate. I think he's gonna be really good. All right, and then the Eagles. They always build through the trenches. So I'll probably go Caleb Lamu from Utah. The other Utah is a really good tackle duo. All right, the Bills could use some help on defense. So I'll probably go if I can find them. Is he even in here? Harold Perkins. Why is he rated so low? I don't get it, dude. All right, we're going Harold Perkins to the Bills. All right, and then Cowboys have this pick from Green Bay from the Micah Parsons trade. Could use some secondary help. Probably go Anthony Hill Jr. from Texas. And the Ravens have the last pick if they win the Super Bowl. Probably just take BPA here. I'll go Dalen Everett because that secondary, especially against the Bills, that collapsed. But yeah, that's my mock draft. And that will probably be it for the stream, guys. Yeah, that is my mock draft. Things will probably change over the season, but pretty solid. Yeah, pretty solid draft class this year. So that'll be it for the stream. Should see you guys tonight on the network. So I will see you then. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. And hope you have a good rest of your day. And I will see you guys next time. Stream situations require extreme measures. Peace out.